thank you so much for joining us today as we continue our unit's missions and encounters throughout Gallipoli. But, of course, without any further ado, I'm going to let my lovely cast introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jordan, Upgraded Moon, and I'm playing the French in the Trench, Archie DuPont. Actually, no, just Archie. Maybe for the last time.
I am Alex, also known as Xander, and I am playing the Aussie in the Posse, Broden Fink, and I'm ready to punch the shit out of some occultists.
Yeah. Thank God. What's up? I'm Jack, also known as Split Guardian, and I'm playing the baddie Trinidaddy. Coming out here, just trying not to die.
Well, we'll see how that goes. And of course, I am Atwas, your lovely narrator. But of course, before we start completely, let's start in with some words from the front.
Thoughts with Archie DuPont. Gotta scroll to the very bottom.
I thought it was just Archie.
Oh yeah, no, you're so right. Let me just scratch that out on the little notebook. I am looking forward to a break. I think I had an epiphany about all of this nonsense. None of this matters. The endless struggle between one side and another. What say we're successful here? Who's to say that they won't uncover another supernatural weapon? It gets a little exhausting, no? We will persevere as we always do. Sheer dumb luck and our wits about us, even if that means not everyone comes home. Not that I would have much to go home to. It would be waking up to the smell of smoke, shit, and blood every morning. Je suis fatigué. Je suis si fatigué. Archie.
The Journal of Broden Fink. I don't have anything to say. Fuck you. Fuck this. I'm not gonna waste words. I have nothing else to say. You were a brother in arms to me, Archie. Fuck you. Broden T. Fink.
Dear John, it seems the only one who will write us these days are ourselves. So we will write this real fast to make somewhat of this situation less bleak. It's a right mess we got ourselves into now. Things are slowly starting to be realized, and we aren't sure what to do other than to stand our ground and forge through the waters of this horrific fight. Truly, how different is this from any other experience as a team that we've had? No. Roden is losing himself, slowly but surely, and I know the way he looks at me. And Archie, there's barely any life left behind his eyes. We must stay strong. Our boys will live, and for the love of the gods themselves, don't play the martyr. Don't get yourself killed. No matter who falls, don't waste their sacrifice. You are a soldier now, a warrior. The mission will be completed. Hazlo mejor que paras, idiota.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, when last we left our unit, Holder unfortunately found himself in a very close engagement with what we're calling the Ozone Wizard, who seemed to vanish into thin air as soon as fighting got tense or broke out at all, along, of course, with the boy that he was abducting. All of you managed to dispatch the shambling corpses that he had under his thrall, corpses of Turks and Anzac soldiers alike, and you went off in pursuit. up the hill, up to the crest where the lightning has been striking over and over again the entire time you've been here. You encountered a child with a knife through her heart. Perhaps a sacrifice, perhaps something else. And of course, you were ambushed in a way. You had to deal with an entire patrol of what one can only call no men, waiting in the rocks before you could get to the very crest. It was difficult. It was deadly, but you managed to persevere. Now, you are at the top of the hill. It flashes with lightning, it echoes with thunder, and you are not alone. I'll remind you of where we are. At the top of the hill, there is a crumbling temple. This is where the lightning is striking. There are 2 tents. One of them is emblazoned in paint or blood symbols on all of its flaps. There's a light flickering from within. And from the other one, it's a little more plain, but there is still light coming from between it. And I believe we left off with Archie. You snuck up and you saw a group of those occultists, all chanting, all preparing for something. You also have with you a friend, ish, per se. At least your goals align. The father of the abducted boy who had taken out his old rifle and assisted you with the no men is also here. Not necessarily to help you, but at least to help his son. But he will work with you for the time being. So, I believe we had some, Holder, you wanted to do something, didn't you? You are muted, my good friend.
I gotta heal, boys. So I'm gonna go ahead and burn a card.
Sir, you would get knocked over by a bad gust of wind. A sneeze, even. Maybe even falling down in a barn.
Honestly, the rain itself is kind of weighing me down. I need to heal like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this card to you, narrator.
Thank you. Oh, that's not too bad, all values considered. It's just a 3 of spades.
Just a 3 of spades.
Knowledge, so on and so forth. What is worth a 3 of spades to you?
It's memories, fears, and phobias, knowledge of the outside world. Knowledge of the outside world.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget my... Forget my mother's face. She's probably dead by the time I get back anyway.
Yeah? Why is that? Was she ill?
She's old. The old don't last very long.
Right. But of course, remember, Holder, you already told me that you're not leaving Europe. Thank you. Please feel free to heal 1 point of damage.
Okay. Done.
Excellent. Oh, right. I teased beforehand. You have an NPC with you, and I recently was engaged in another game of NGH where I was a player, and we assumed that we had NPCs with us. We were given the option to, if we so chose, use the NPC as a card.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome! Oh my god, that is...
So we can burn an NPC like a card.
Yes. You could
Holy shit.
sacrifice Amit as a card.
Hey
He
guys,
would
we got a
die.
free card.
Oh yay! I'm a sacrifice,
God.
brother.
He's lived a good life. He's old.
Anything to get my son back.
However, if you do so, there will be a chance at a consequence, because it's pretty fucking cold.
I'm pretty fucking cold-blooded, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we just like pick him up by the shoulders and like hold him in front of us like a meat shield, or like?
Well, I mean, we'll figure it out. It depends, of course, on the narrative of where we're going and all that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit.
So, Archie, right now, you are sneaking around. You have gotten a bead on the tent of cultists, and that's about all you've looked into so far.
Okay. Cool. They didn't notice me, did they?
No, they did not.
Okay.
Because of the thunder and lightning that's been going on, you are far more difficult to spot. It is much easier to make stealth rolls.
Okay. How many people are in there?
7.
7? Archie's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
stick his. Fuck. Archie's gonna stick his head out of the tent, and just hold up a 7.
I think Broden acknowledges that with just like a curt nod. Broden's also looking around the area as well. Is there anything else of note other than this one tent of 7 enemies?
Sure. There is the other tent with the occult markings. There is also, it looks like there are ritual circles and, other sort of sacrificial symbology kind of scrawled over on the ground, whether paint or blood or anything else. It seems to be sticking despite the constant rain. There is the ruined temple where above the lightning strikes through a hole in where the ceiling once used to be, and it does so very, very often. And then there's also how about you make me an investigation roll? We'll call it
I'm not good at that.
target number 1.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'm pretty good at that. Forgot that investigation was guts for a moment.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'll roll 4, keep 1 in the chamber. Pretty easy.
Great.
Nice. So that's 1.
Yeah, you meet it. You sort of take stock of the immediate surroundings. You have that sort of almost field of boulders behind you where the no men were, but sort of off kind of there you see what looks like to be a trench, almost like dug into the side of the hill a little farther than that, and you can easily move over there without being seen. And you see a trench full of corpses. Of children's corpses. It looks like they've all been ritualistically killed, throat slit, and then a big stab in the chest, similar to what Archie saw on the child. These are, though, dead.
Good. And where did you say the lightning was striking again?
It's striking in the center of the temple,
Yeah.
like through the ceiling of it.
Yeah. Okay. I think only Holder's out here with me because Archie's over there by the tent. Broden turns to Holder. Right, so if I'm taking his meaning correctly, there's 7 in there. The temple, there's other tents around here. I don't know. Maybe he can take a peek, but I don't necessarily want to risk that. Temple. I mean, that's the lightning striking there. If any place is going to be the epicenter of what's causing all this, I'm reckoning that it might be there. Or if our child napping friend is going to be there, that's what I'd bet on. I don't know if I'm not sure if I want to engage with 7 enemies in a tent.
Oh.
I mean, we have the jump on them. We could just start opening fire, throw a few grenades in there, let them have a nice bouquet, and open up. But again, even with this weather, that's a lot of noise.
If something goes wrong and we are within the temple, I think it might be possible to bottleneck them. There's only so many who can fit through a door at once, yes?
I suppose.
I will say right now, the sides of the temple are fairly there are holes and openings in a lot of the walls. It's broken down. Also, Holder, since you sort of came over, you also see the trench of dead children. I'm going to give you something for reasons. Holder, if you choose to peer out into the darkness, a flash of lightning strikes and you see a pair of reflective eyes briefly spark back at you and then retreat backwards down into the corpses.
Did you see that?
Broden doesn't turn around. He just keeps looking at Holder. No, I did not. And whatever it is you just did, ignore it. Because if there's something that's in that pile of corpses, I think it might be best to leave it in that pile of corpses. It's not exactly combat-friendly territory down there.
No. You're right. Just, I'll make a mental note. Keep an eye on it if anything happens.
Holder, you
I'm
see
thinking.
the... sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Holder, you see the corpse that you saw it over kind of shudder and jerk, and then you see a strip of flesh torn from its throat and then disappear into the darkness, eaten.
Yeah, no, whatever we do, stay away from that fucking pile.
I think that's a good idea. Alright, so... I think we need... we need more information. I'll look back over at Archie, who's poking his head out, and Broden signals to him, just like the equivalent of like, can you get back out safely, or are you like locked down?
And he'll come over. He'll do a little shimmy.
7. What are they doing in there?
They are chanting, doing some sort of ritual. I see no sacrifice and I see no wizard.
Well then, I don't know. Best guesses would that be if we engage them? You know, 7 of them. Not sure how well defended they are or what they're capable of doing. I don't know. There's more tents with markings, and then that temple's getting struck by lightning a lot. I have a reasonable guess that that's where our wizard friend's going to be, and most likely where the child is as well. You can sneak around pretty easily though here, yeah?
I can do my best.
I don't know. I don't want your best. I want you to succeed.
I can give you my best.
I need eyes on at least what else is in here, because if there's anything we need to take care of here first, we need to know about that. Otherwise, my vote is that we need to head to that temple.
And Archie will just inspect the other tents. Then, if that's the case, we'll take a quick look around, see what all we're dealing with, in terms of like manpower or whatever else is here.
Sure. Since you haven't done anything different, I'm going to keep the successes from your last successful stealth roll, just because the situation has not changed, right? So it makes sense.
Love that.
The other, the tent with the more arcane markings, it's a little larger, it's a little more ornate, and as you sort of peek your head towards like a crevice in between the flaps, you see pacing on the inside on these like the tent is opulent. There are filthy rugs strewn on the floor, there are, you know, candles flickering, there are garlands of something kind of strung from tent pole to tent pole, like a commander's tent that you've encountered before. But pacing there is probably what you would call a wizard, but it's not the one that you saw down below, not the injured one that you chased up here. This one does not have the long hair that goes down to the waist. Instead, his head is bald entirely shaved, covered in these arcane stick and poke tattoos with, markings coming down from his eyes, mouth, and nose. He is pacing and muttering something. He's actually speaking rather loudly, which you didn't hear up until you came to the tent. So he's kind of farther away from everything else. He looks to be, as he wanders back and forth, opening a chest, muttering, like rummaging about for some ingredients here and there. He kind of moves over, kind of like starts messing around with some, there's like I guess you would say a coat rack, a pole stuck in the ground that things are hung over, some ornate robes, some really thick rubber boots it looks like, and also these massive gloves, but whatever he's preparing, it's not done yet. And he's not noticed you.
You're muted.
What language is he speaking?
How, give me a knowledge roll, Archie. And I would want a target number of 2.
Yeah, I can only roll 1 dice.
But
so just...
I will give you a success for a reason.
Okay. So let's see. Damn! That's okay.
Alas, it's definitely not French, definitely not English, not Spanish, not Italian, not Latin. Pretty sure it's not Greek, and it's you don't know a lot of Turkish, but you're fairly certain it's not Turkish either.
This guy's fucking weird. Cool. Yeah, I guess Archie will just head back and let them know what he saw.
Just one.
Just one. He is bald. Lots of tattoos. Looks magical.
Yeah, but just him. And wait, what did you say you saw in the tent?
Well, he was pacing around the room and he was putting things together. Had a box.
A box. All right. So, here's what I'm thinking, boys. Either we say, fuck this, fuck all of this, go into the temple, where there's lightning currently striking it, or maybe there's just one of them in there, and whether he's magical or not, if 3 of us enter that tent and bayonets out, guns locked and loaded, trench knives at his throat, I don't know, maybe there's a chance we can get something out of him. Keep him quiet.
To interrogate him?
I don't fucking care about interrogating him, more just like maybe, I mean, if we can, sure, but there might be something of, interest in that tent. If it looked like there was like robes and shit in there, maybe this is some sort of a, like, command tent. Could be maybe relevant information in there. I mean, if we don't fucking understand it, there might be something that looks interesting enough that we can bring back to Bell.
That could work.
Does not sound like a bad idea. I just fear for the worst. If he calls the others, then it's 8 on 3.
Well, I mean, with the storm at least, shouting across the camp lines would be a little stifled, I'd reckon. I mean, you didn't even hear him talking until you got right up there, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, my concern would be that if he's got anything weird, like really weird, he can just use it and cause a big problem for us. But otherwise, if he's preoccupied, maybe we can get the jump on him. I mean, look, I would like to ignore most of this stuff and just get in there and finish the mission so we can get off this fucking hell. But also, there's a chance that knowing a little bit more might help us in advance. And I know you're both taking quite a beating. So if you'd rather avoid the risk and just go to the center of this whole thing to get it done, I'm with you. But I just thought I'd let you know where my thoughts are.
Would not hurt to try.
Well, it very well could hurt to try.
Well, it could in fact hurt to try, yes.
The way I see it, one way or another, no matter which direction we go in this camp, there is a chance that we get flooded anyway.
Aye. And frankly, I just want to avoid the 7 that are huddled up in there. Because even if we open fire, throw in a few bouquets, it's not going to be easy. They'll probably come out and they'll be probably quite angry. And I don't know, maybe.
Sorry. We already know these wizards are powerful. Far
Yeah,
more powerful than we would like them to be. If we can take one out now, then we're left with bones.
maybe call me a fool, but the way Archie described this one, very different from our friend back out there outside the village. It's a long shot, but maybe his significance, his distinct appearance, maybe there's something there that we can use. Maybe he's more sociable. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Probably not. We're probably gonna have to fucking kill him. But
He was speaking a language that I did not understand. I did not recognize at all. So we'll have to see if we can even talk to him first.
didn't sound like Turkish.
Nope.
Didn't
No
sound
Greek or French or English.
Do you know what he said?
didn't sound fucking Latin.
No. No.
Then
Got no clue.
is he even from this fucking continent? That's a good question. All right, well, or maybe he's speaking in some weird tongue that only these fuckers know how to speak. Regardless, one more thought that just kind of popped into my head. I remember, back home, I had my dad's friend was a mechanic, right? Worked on engines and stuff. We didn't have many cars out there, but distinctly, I recall he got shocked by one of the batteries at one point, and kind of, sent him halfway across the room, basically. No joke. Yeah. And he made a habit wearing thick rubber-soled boots. Maybe, just fucking maybe, those boots you saw in there might be expressly for the purpose of interacting directly in that zone over there, so you don't get electrocuted to death.
So we're going to take his shoes. I like it. We are going to take his shoes. And Archie's gonna start walking over.
Never change.
Just muttering to himself about taking shoes.
Is this one of those tents where it's like there are like multiple entrances, or just the one entrance, like at both sides, or just up one side?
I'd say the main entrance is only like one side that's sort of pointing towards the temple itself, but like it's tent and it's flaps. You could very easily like pull apart at the seams and like slide your way in. And also, as you guys have been investigating, Ahmet has been kind of also sort of circling the camp in the opposing way. And
Oh yeah, the fucking old guy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, old man.
yeah, he's been doing a patrol very much like a soldier would do a patrol, and it looks like he actually peeked into the temple as well, but has come back around to you lot.
Holder, you want to take care of this? So you speak Turkish.
And yeah, Holder will just communicate the general plan here. It's like, important wizard guy over in that tent. We're gonna beat him up and see what he has to say.
Okay, let me just see what could be going on here. Hold on.
We're gonna bully an old bastard. We're gonna beat the shit out of him and take his shoes.
And we're gonna take his fucking shoes,
okay.
And we're
bro.
gonna take his fucking shoes.
I want his Tims.
So-
give me your fucking Timbs.
So Amit sort of like combs his hands through his beard and just sort of like pauses, nods, and looks towards it's like starts in Turkish, also says something in French, but since you're the one dealing here, Holder, he will speak in Turkish to you, and you get the gist that what he is saying is that his son is in the temple and there are things guarding him. And that bastard is there.
Things?
What do you mean? What do you mean things? Dead men?
He pauses and he just nods.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna see what we can do.
Alright. mechanically, Amit will assist you in doing, if you do rise to the table, he will act as one manipulation that you can use.
Oh, fun. That's really cool. Okay. But using that manipulation, does that count as burning him or no?
No, it does
Okay.
not. But if
Gotcha.
you use more, then it would.
Gotcha. So I think the approach here is very simple, boys. We're gonna take a 4-point tactic, including our new friend here, this feisty old man. Is it Ahmet, you said?
Ahmet, yeah.
Ahmet,
A-H-M-E-T, yeah.
Ahmet. And then Ahmet is we're gonna have a 4-point star going on here where we're just gonna go in, weapons out. Let's not go guns blazing. Let's see if we can get this man cowed and like get him. I feel like with 3 bayonets and overall 4 gun barrels pointed at him and a few at his neck. And I'd say like what Broden's general order it would be like, or like your general suggestion would be the faster we can get to like a bayonet like at his throat and like ready to like where if it looks like he's about to cast some fucking magic or some shit, you can drive it into his neck, like or whatever like that. Just like let's go for the vital points without wounding him. Let's just get him in there and see if we can keep him on the control.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you guys?
It sounds good to me.
Nice, calculated. Let's go.
We've done very few of like these kind of like tactics of like let's infiltrate and like get them to talk to us.
Squeal.
You're doing some maneuvering. So what I'm going to call for is I'm going to ask for a skill challenge. So I want all of you to roll either athletics, melee, or stealth and try to get as many successes as you possibly can.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I can roll.
I can roll 3 and keep one in the chamber.
I'll do athletics just because Broden's a big fucking guy and there's a lot of like force that can like move in quickly and get him like pinned and like chokeholded and all that. I can roll.
Okay, I'll keep my 1 to bump that up to a 5, so that's 2 successes on my part for stealth.
Excellent.
I'm gonna roll 4 dice, keep 1 in the chamber for athletics.
Damn.
Damn.
2 successes. So that's 4 total so far. I'm going to re-roll 2 with that 1 just to see if I get any more.
Come on.
I don't, so we're at 4 successes right now.
We're at 4 successes. I'm also rolling athletics. It's my highest pips. Rolling 3, keeping 1 in the chamber. Okay.
Solid.
I'll just bump that 4 up to a 5.
Makes 6.
Do you want to use Amit's to re-roll that 3?
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's see if we get another one because we're at 6 right now. See if we get a 7.
Nope.
Still,
on,
6 is pretty good for just the 3 of you. So I would say the maneuver goes off without a hitch. You beat his bronze score with the successes, so that's good. The 4 of you bust in. Archie focusing on stealth. The two of you ready to fucking hold him down. Amit's there with his old ass rifle, holding it at the ready, while you 3 hold that man down, bayonets at throat. And he does not. You see the surprise in his eyes, but he does not utter a single word.
Mm-hmm.
He is stock still. And
Archie, you're the smart one. You want to take a look around?
He's gonna open up that box. Let's see what's
Sure.
in the box. What's in the fucking box? What's in the
Yeah,
box?
this is something I didn't consider too much. Anything particularly good.
It's
Oh, boy.
another gun, baby. It's another gun.
I found the
Magic
miraculous. Oh, I found amnesia tonic. I can forget the horrors of war.
If
All of this-
only.
Laudanum?
Lo-
Turpentine?
Opium?
Turpentine.
Opium.
Hey, opium, yeah. It's like, all right, you
Alright.
drink this, you forget everything. Here's all the cards you burned over the course of the campaign.
Oh, awesome. How
Tablets
fun.
of Evermarch.
Okay. All right. You find Archie. I'm not gonna. You're in a pretty controlled situation, so I'm not gonna make you roll for it. But you find a piece of cloth. It looks like a poncho or something like that. It could be used as a cape. It's there's no stitching on it. It looks as though it's completely raw. And when you pick it up, it feels almost greasy. It falls from your hands in what looks like a cascade of pure darkness. You found a dark cloak. It is a fetish, an oil-infused cloth, and as you sort of rub it between your fingers, you realize it's not cloth, it's leather. A very, very fine grain leather that you're not really sure you could clock as to what it came from. But it grants 2 automatic successes to stealth rolls.
Skin? This better not be human skin.
It's human skin.
Do you want to try and
there's
find
a freckle
out?
on it.
That's a mole. That's a mole with a little hair sticking out. No, I don't want to know what it is.
Okay.
I will. What did you say it gives me for stealth?
It grants you 2 automatic successes to stealth rolls, unless you're in direct sunlight, which instead imposes a 2 penalty.
What's
And it
its
makes you
negative
feel
effects?
deathly cold. Well, the negative is if you try and wear it in any sort of
Okay.
like proper lighting, then
Gotcha.
it's a penalty to stealth.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna put it on.
Oh yeah.
Are you wearing a fucking skin cloak?
I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's leather.
Yeah.
They make leather from everything.
Yeah, everything. All right.
It's leather. Okay.
Maybe keep looking for nice things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just continuing in the box.
Otherwise, it looks like you find general what you would assume to be like occult components, things like crystals, little reliquaries. When you open it up, there's like a mummified frog within it. Some of those knives that are similar to the sacrificial knives that you've seen before. Candles, herbs, that sort of thing. And also some more kind of like shoved down into the chest. There's another pair of those heavy, thick-soled boots and a pair of gloves.
We could take 2 pairs of shoes.
Good. I look at Holder. You want to talk to him or shall I?
All right. I'll give it a go.
Yeah. You first.
Archie's gonna put on the shoes.
I'm just gonna model the shoes for a bit. No, John's gonna start talking to the man in Turkish and playing a little good cop, bad cop here. Where there's definitely no way Holder is bad cop because there's no way he can be worse than Fink right now. Do as we say and we won't hurt you.
You're speaking in Turkish, yes?
Yes.
He sort of nods, disregarding the knife to his throat. Spits onto the ground. I believe you are a liar, he says in perfect English.
What is his accent recognizable?
It's like a mishmash between what you've clocked as like the general like sort of Turkish accent and also almost like a bit of British in it, as though it's like an educated type guy. Yeah.
Okay. So I think Fink, in response to that, says, "No, I don't know what he said, but I'm going to assume it was a question about, or a statement about not hurting you. In which case, yeah, probably a fucking lie."
He meets your eyes and just nods slowly and smiles.
So, who are you?
I'm a servant.
Of the master, sure. Yeah, I've heard that line a bunch. I'm kind of getting fucking tired of it.
And who are you?
Right now, I'm the man with a knife at your throat. That's all I need to be to you right now. So, look at my fellow companions. Let's see how this is going to play out. We just have a few questions, and maybe, just maybe, you might get to live. That's not a promise, though. But maybe you get to, and that's something, at the very least. Or maybe you don't care. Maybe you're one of those freaks who'll give your life to your cause or whatever. I mean, hey, maybe that's the first thing we have in common.
I am listening.
You're very different from the other ones around here. From the one up in the temple. Tattoos, first of all. Very distinct. What's your part in this, aside from just being a servant?
I have left the fold and returned to the fold. So I found this place.
Found it. What do you mean by that? Like you unearthed it? Like you found it? Like you found these ruins?
He sort of like... no. I found the object of power.
Jeez.
Yeah, what's there? Yeah.
The urn that calls the lightning.
The urn, so it comes from an urn. That's fun. Some funky ashes in that urn. Who's burned in that and put in there?
It is sealed entirely, but it is he kind of like considers you all, you know, kind of like, fuck it, I'll keep talking, why not? Ancient.
I like 'em.
Far more ancient than most things around here. Older than the ruins, even. Early Greek, from what I could find in our excavations. Images of Athena, goddess, daughter of Zeus.
It's lightning. Zeus.
Yeah, we got that, Archie. Thank you for the commentary.
Lightning is Zeus. Makes sense.
Okay.
What are you, some kind of fucking scholar?
I am a learned man.
Yeah, alright. Why here? What's so special about this place where everything's going weird? There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and you and your the folks you seem to roll with kind of right dead in the middle of it. So, what's going on here? Why now?
Because this is the closest that any of us have ever been to him. For such a long time, for generations and generations, we have heard but stories of his whispers to our ancestors, but now we hear him clear as day in our dreams, and sometimes even in waking. Something is different.
You said you left the fold.
Why
and then
come
you
back?
came back.
Because that was always what I was meant to do.
But why did you leave?
To become a learned man.
Where'd you study then? I can tell by your accent that you've spent some time on the islands.
He nods. Sometime in Oxford.
Well, that's now a traceable background. I'm sure that the PIT have lots of resources to look into exactly that kind of stuff. So, that's something fun.
I do not see how that would matter, because
Eh.
I am here and you are here.
Yeah, Archie, what's up?
Just a small question. How old does this guy look?
Like maybe late 30s, early 40s.
So,
Good.
what are you doing here then? What is this, what's the purpose of the urn? Why sacrifice all these kids? And furthermore, why turn some of those kids into fucking monsters?
Because the more we shed, and the more power that is channeled, the greater the rift grows, the more we can hear him. We found that when you all landed here so many months ago. Butchery, blood, slaughter. It is something on a scale that we could not replicate otherwise. But now that you are here, well, perhaps we can finally cross that final hurdle.
But why? What is he promising you? What do you want?
How can what you're doing be preferable? You're fucking insane. This is a nightmare.
It is a nightmare, but I assure you, I am very, very sane. And as for what is being promised, he looks to you, Holder, and you see some pinprick behind his eyes kind of blaze. Wouldn't you know?
What the fuck does he mean by that, Holder? Holder, what does he mean by that?
I can
don't
feel it
know.
from you. No. You can always tell when someone has spoken to the master.
I didn't want to.
I think you are a liar.
Holder's gonna deck him in the fucking face.
Sure, roll me a melee attack.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way you could hit him. You'd have to hit 5 brawn, but sure.
Yeah, nah.
Roll me a
It's
melee
like,
attack.
I'm just gonna do it anyway. He's mad. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. I literally can't hit him, but still, fuck it. I'll just roll all 3. Oh Jesus!
Damn, bro.
He's angry.
You feel the crunch of his nose under your fist, and when you draw back, you see the blood streaming down his face and mingling with the tattoos, and he just kind of shrugs a little bit, nonplussed.
Well, that's fun. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't want to speak to him.
Yeah.
I don't want him in my fucking head.
Hey, Holder. Take a fucking breath. I'm gonna make this very clear to you. I don't care who you are, actually. I really don't. And the way I see this goes 2 ways. Either you're such a servant to the cause that you don't care if you die right here and right now. I mean, it's just all part of the plan. Or you're someone who spent so many years studying, learning, preparing, and deep down you want to see the glories you will reap from this cause, and you're kind of afraid of dying before that happens. Either way, if it's the former, great, we'll end it here. If it's the latter, I better hear something worthwhile, otherwise we're pushing this into your fucking neck.
Okay. He looks to you, he looks to all of you. He considers this for a moment. And he will turn to Holder and he will say, "You have been blessed in a way that many will never be." And he sort of leans forward, not paying attention to the neck to the knife at his neck, letting it cut into almost his throat as he sort of leans in. "You are blessed, and you would do well to listen. Now, we shall fight."
I want to, drive that into his fucking neck.
All right, roll me a melee roll.
Who else had a bayonet at his neck? just me?
Well, Archie is also ready to react, and I'll say
Oh,
Holders as well. So the 3 of you can pool if you so choose.
I think we'd like to do that.
I think we'd like
You'd
to
like to
pull.
do that?
I can't
Okay.
hit him normally.
Oh, I know.
Even with all of my rage, man.
Archie, what are you doing?
Archie, what are you doing, bro? You want to jump in on this?
You're muted, buddy.
Your mic.
So I can use ranged for like thrown weapons, right? Like I can.
Yes, you can.
Can I throw a knife at his back? Just like from like the box, just because we're tussling now.
If you're throwing a knife, yeah, you can throw a knife from the box at his back if you so choose.
Okay. Not a knife from the box. I want to throw one of my own.
Oh, good, you caught it. Oh, thank God.
Not one of those. I'm throwing one of mine.
Good save.
I
Yeah,
mean-
my little bayonet slash sword.
Alright, I will. Yeah, I got melee, so I'll roll 4, keep one in the chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. I'm gonna re-roll all 4 of those.
Brother. Oh.
We're pooling, right?
Yeah, we're pooling, so that's 1 success. We'll save the nudge that we get from, Ahmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can roll 5, keep one in the chamber. Oh, god damn! Shit! Yeah, I'll
We're
use my
getting
last
there.
one to roll those last 2.
Hell yeah.
Archie's not fucking around
Okay.
today, baby. He's not fucking around. Alright?
Alright.
I'm fucking around. I'm crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, Holder.
I think you should still take that nudge because if I keep one in the chamber, I'm only rolling 2 dice. So I might as well just roll 3.
Yeah, I just want to see what you're getting, yeah.
All right, I'm rolling 3.
I could either nudge that to be mine to be a extra success, or I can re-roll 3 of them and hope for more, because we're currently at 2, 5. We're at 6 right now, and
Yes, sir.
this counts as pooling, so it's one of our attacks doing damage.
Correct, and you would need 2 over to buy additional damage.
Okay, so this is
So
using,
you'd need 7
bayonet.
successes. Yeah.
Okay, so the bayonet does extra damage, and already that's a base damage of 1.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So we get to do 2 to him.
So we're already at 6, right?
Yeah, so
You would need 7 to bump.
if I
to
bump one of mine, we'll have enough to do 2 damage to him instead of 1.
Yeah.
And then there is the risk of, like, if I instead roll 3 and we get 2 more, then I believe, doesn't it also ignore, like, armor? Oh, he's not wearing armor, though.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna bump mine until we
Just
get the
bump
extra
it.
+1 damage, yeah.
Alright. Excellent. Yeah, between the lot of you, you do significant damage to him indeed. However, it is his turn. And since he is a servant of the master, and you made a certain promise to me, Fink, I'm gonna say he's going to go for you.
He can fucking go after me if he wants.
You look out.
Yeah.
Be careful. Sacrifice the old man.
I might. We'll see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We
Kind of
need
saving,
someone beefed out
5.
for this.
saving
6.
Ahmet for the temple if we survive.
Scaring the
6,
shit out of me.
and we keep 1 in the chamber.
6?
Okay, we will reroll 5.
Okay.
Ooh, darn.
2 successes.
Yeah, doesn't quite work. He lunges for you, Fink, but the slick of the blood and sort of the pain kind of starts to fire behind his eyes, and it is now I'm gonna say Fink's turn. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, sure. I think it's I think I get 3 successes now, right? To hit him.
Sir, yes, sir.
Do we fries for the table again, or I think no? Let's do it 1 by 1. I mean, we can possibly do more damage to him that way, but like no shots are going off. So Fink is just viciously slamming the bayonet's blade into his abdomen, and yeah, gonna use my melee for that again. So I get to roll 4, keep 1.
Yeah, so he's at 3 brawn now, right?
Yeah, so I just had to roll 3 successes.
Bro, you may be an Aussie, but you're using that knife like a Londoner.
Fuck me. I'm going to get a free bump from Ahmet to bump that 4 to a 5, so I have 1 success.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend my 1 in the chamber to re-roll 3.
All right.
That's 2 successes. I'm going to burn a card. I want this guy.
Alright.
Well, I want to hit him. I wanted him to take damage, and I want us to kill him.
Sounds good.
All right. My oh my.
I don't want any weird stuff happening going forward. That is, narrator, I'm going to give you this card.
Okay. 9 of Hearts. So it's getting up there in terms of value. What does that mean to you?
Is it all right if I yeah, say that it's like a meanwhile elsewhere across the world kind of thing?
As long as it affects you directly, sure.
Affects me directly in a way, I'd say. I'm thinking that because hearts, there's a 9 of hearts, loved ones and comrades. I'm thinking back in Australia, back outside of Perth, during this torrential downpour. Meanwhile, although Fink doesn't know it yet, one of his brothers has just died of tuberculosis, coughing up blood in a hospital in Perth. Kind of thematically tying that to the blood that this man is shortly coughing up as he's stabbing him to death. So I get you'll accept that?
Satisfactory.
Yeah. I get to reroll 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may have been for nothing, but I might as well make the attempt. Thank fucking God.
Fuck,
And that's 1 over,
dude.
right? That's 1 over.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I need 2 over.
You need
to do
2
extra
over.
damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, so. Yep. So I'm stabbing him for 1 damage.
All right, he's down to 2, which is the new target number. Who goes next?
I am throwing it to Holder, who's right there as well.
So he's down to 2 physical, right?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna keep doing melee. So if it's only 2 physical, I only need 2 die. I can do this. I'll roll 2, keep 1 in the chamber.
Okay.
Bumping that.
All right.
I'm mad.
You got him down to 1.
Fucking kill him, Archie.
So here's the thing. Archie's health is at a 2 right now, which means I can only use 2 of my extra points in brawn. So I can roll 2 dice and keep 1 in the chamber for melee, but that's it. That's
Throw a
all I
knife.
have.
Throw a knife.
You only need to hit 1 success.
All I had was my bayonet, and the other knives don't do damage to people with a corruption past 5.
Right.
So I need to go in and melee attack him.
All right.
I mean, you only need 1.
You only need 1.
I would only need 1.
And you rolling 2?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 2, keep 1 in the chamber for now.
Love it. Love it, man. You got this.
Okay, I'm gonna bump that 4 to a 5.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And just Archie just kind of clubs him in the back of the head with the butt end of his rifle.
Yeah.
Just beans him.
Absolutely. Fink was still the closest, and it almost seems like with his last breath, he was reaching out to you, Fink. This unknown language he was starting to speak, but Archie hits him and interrupts whatever it was he was trying to do, and he slumps. Dead.
I think Fink keeps stabbing for a while.
So after about like
Yeah.
3 or 4 extra stabs, Archie will stop him. Just a hand on the shoulder. Do you want to try one more? I think you got him.
I just spit on him. We have to get to the temple. I guess Fink will take one cursory look around the place as well, see if there's anything Archie may have missed of importance.
I do have the gloves. I have the gloves and a second pair of boots. So now
Yeah.
there's...
So basically, they're in this place. Significantly, there are the artifacts here and there, the sacrificial knives, and also the 2 pairs of boots, 2 pairs of gloves, plus some fucked up cultist robes.
Yeah. Oh, there are cultist robes.
Well, I mean, yeah, there were kind of hanging these like ornate sort of. Well, as
Do we
ornate as they can
don
get
those?
robes.
Do we don those and enter the temple with those covering
Little
our...
disguise. Little disguise.
A little
Come on,
little
Kay.
heist?
There's only, I'd say there's probably only 1
Oh,
set of robes. But
Gotta take the
yeah.
robes off of him.
he's not wearing like the ornamented robes. He's just sort of wearing a regular
Jordan,
kinda...
if you took his clothes off of him, it has so many holes in it, and it's full of blood now.
That's
He's
also
already
a really
wearing
good
human
point.
skin.
You're wearing human skin.
Hey, you don't know that. This freckle, it's always been here. Come on.
Right.
think-
We don't
Listen,
just pucker
the
it over
leather
that.
the leather is pitch black,
Okay.
but
I can
Okay.
only think of what we do in the shadows is like the fucking witch skin hat. For those of you who've seen the show, it's like it's a hat made out of the skin of a witch.
God,
Oh,
And-
Jesus fucking Christ.
And when someone puts it on, they say, like, someone says, what's that weird sensation on my scalp? The guy says, that would be the witch's asshole.
Just get a little pucker.
Yeah.
right. Before we move on,
We need some
something
levity.
licked me.
everyone involved in the combat draws 2 cards and discards 1.
Awesome.
I love this. Yes.
God.
Cards. Oh my god, I can heal myself back up to full.
Oh my god, we can heal.
Oh my god, I can heal.
Draw 2.
Discard 1.
I have a question, by the way. So were there no like papers or anything in here?
No, not really.
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna discard this one to the discard pile.
Oh yeah.
Actually, let me rethink about that. Since we established some things on the fly that I previously was not aware of. Okay, yeah. I would say probably if you do some more searching, sort of there's like makeshifts like sort of table alongside the chest. There are some there's like a notebook kind of covered bound in heavy leather. But if you flip through it, take a cursory flip through it on the vellum, because it's not paper, it's straight up vellum. Whatever is written there is in some language you do not recognize and cannot decipher.
Gonna just tuck that away into the old soldier's bag and
Yeah.
keep that. And then, are there any of the like little artifacts around here that could be like like they're like small enough that could be like fit into the bag so we can take them back to Bell?
Yeah, there's like the reliquary with the mummified frog in it. There are
Yep.
some
Yep.
I don't the crystals don't seem significant enough
Okay.
per se, but and the others are the sacrificial daggers.
Yeah, I'll
We have
take.
those,
We'll grab the reliquary with the frog in it.
Yeah.
Tuck that away. Unless there's something we can do with this one too, but tuck that away in our bags.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
Frog.
fair enough. It's a frog. But
Are
hey,
there-
now-
Frog.
Are there any knives that aren't like sacrificial daggers? No, it's just all sacrificial. Damn. Okay.
Just
Buddy.
take your knife out of him.
just take your
Well,
bayonet.
yeah. I'm getting that knife back. I'm just thinking about like, though Archie may not live past this, I've just recognized how wild his stealth build is. I've created the fucking trench front Batman here because of how fucking sneaky he is. All right, like this is this is a monster in the making. If he survives this, he is going to be a monster.
Oh my god. Well, I think also as well, like, just give you my. I mean, I've got my bayonet. Just take my knife. Just take it if you want. Like, if you want an extra knife, just take mine.
Thank you.
I have a fucking trench knife. Yeah.
Merci.
Yeah, fuck it. I got a bayonet?
Merci.
Okay, now you keep your bayonet. You need a weapon. You lost your hook.
Take it back.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Who's wearing the boots and the gloves? Because we only got 2 pairs. Archie's wearing one apparently.
Archie has already put on a pair of boots and gloves.
He's all
Would
kitted
you like the
out.
boots and gloves? Anyone?
What kind of like when you say they're thick gloves? Like are they like thick like rubber gloves, or are they like for
Yes.
like, or like oh it's like okay not like forging gloves like rubber gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might plan to take that in so in case things are happening. So I should probably have the gloves. and
Oh,
the
good
boots.
idea. Yeah,
Take
yeah,
the gloves.
yeah. Archie's gonna take off the boots and gloves.
I'm the biggest and most willing to grab a Zeus urn thing.
Do you think it is actually Zeus? Just like it was Solomon? Like, are these like... So far, we have not seen either truly standing. Do you think that's him?
Archie, you're asking questions that are making me think that you want to know the answers, which honestly makes me think you're not quite exactly ready to die. Yeah, all right. We're on the. All right, that's an improvement over 10 minutes ago. So let's go to the temple.
I like that. Yeah.
Before we go, do we want to deal with healing first?
Oh, oh God, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
God, yeah. Yeah.
You two fucking need that. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a fun card.
You first, man. I gotta think about what I'm gonna sacrifice.
Okay, so I got a red joker.
Did your card hand is kept secret? But sure, okay.
Oh, okay.
Unless that's what you are giving me to heal, in which case,
That's
sure.
the only one I have. That's it. That's the only one I got.
Oh, baby, hand it over.
Oh no.
We'll deal with
yeah.
this first. Remember, because we homebrewed a little thing where if it's a joker, all of us get to suggest something and you pick it.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
So we have to suggest something that he loses from this?
Yeah.
So it can be clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. It's a joker functions as any.
Anything. Archie, as I pull up my notes to see everything you have given me so far. A good many things. So many physical scars. You are a completely different person than we met so long ago, aren't you? What more could be taken from you, I wonder?
Well, you all have the floor. Go ahead.
I got ideas. I'm just waiting to hear what others are.
Yeah, I'm thinking on it. I have a few things percolating, but ooh, I have something. Archie, you seem to have regained your will to live a little bit. Perhaps now you really want to live. Perhaps you would be willing to sacrifice others so you live now.
It's very much in the vein of what I was gonna say of like
Yeah.
that like losing the willingness to die now. Like, oh, I could use these things. I could become a force of absolute shadowy, like lethal skill. Who needs love? Who needs a life after the war? I can be this most effective tool. So that, since that's similar to what At was describing before, I'm gonna think of something else. So I'll let if Jack's got something, I'll yeah.
And I mean, you can throw something in too, Jordan, but like,
You know, it's really funny because I was going to take the diamond as a personal philosophy. Archie was about to get really fucking selfish and want to survive. I'm curious about what you
Let's
guys
go.
might have, but there's three of us who kind of had same brain for a second.
Yeah, shit. What you
Just
got, Jack?
like kind of wanting to know, wanting answers, wanting life.
In that sense, it might be too similar, but we could play on that and kind of corner you a little bit and say action in the face of danger. When things seem hopeless, you run.
That's a fun option.
Okay.
I won't take that one
Mm-hmm.
because it might seem a little out of Archie's range.
Right.
But Archie may be willing to sacrifice someone to survive.
Excellent. Love
Since I'm already like full in on where Atlas and Jordan's thoughts were about like the whole like, oh, maybe Archie does have the will to live, air quotes. I think I'll just take a completely different angle, even if I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at you with the attractive eyes. This is like, I'll throw it out. think I'll do a good old physical injury, get some even more disfiguration going on here with you, sir.
What other bits do you want to take? I'm missing an
No,
ear. I'm missing
I
a couple of digits.
no, I think Archie needs to go the way of Kit Sullivan and healthy dose of gas and fire to disfigure you and kind of
man.
ruin your voice, yeah. Or in this case, lightning. You know, right? Like it's gonna be like you're gonna get struck by lightning, and like it'll be a really fucking bad strike. You'll get a very disfiguring fractal lightning scar.
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh,
you did
both good
say
options.
if he lived through this, he would be a monster.
You can think on it, and we can get to Holder and then come back to you. How's
Strike
that
'em.
sound? Oh, let's go.
Shit.
Strike
Strike 'em.
me
Yeah.
down, Lord.
Strike him with the fucking lightning.
As God as my witness, strike me down.
If you
Fuck,
insist, we shall make it so.
Let's just lean into disfiguring this poor little ferret of a fucking man. All right, let's just lean right into it.
He was so pretty at the start of NGH. All right, I'm gonna pass my card over now.
All right.
Oh, fuck me. Here you go, narrator.
Aren't you all so happy that Archie took the Curse of High cards so you guys didn't have to? 4 of Spades, Holder.
There you are.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm thinking fears and phobias right now.
Okay.
Because everything that this man just rattled the absolute fuck out of Holder. And this idea that he had been chosen for whatever dark purpose this strange entity has. This might be a little vague, and if so, I'll go a little blunter, but he's fearing going mad. He has a fear of truly losing himself.
Excuse me. That is a little vague. I would
It's a
want
little
something
vague?
a little more specific, yes.
In which case, he already reveres spirits, and I'll say that he has a specific fear of the master growing in him and the power that it has.
Okay.
Oh, Jordan, you're raising your hand?
May I propose that you kind of already are afraid of the master,
I was gonna
this
say,
ever-present force. Maybe you're a little more afraid of succumbing to those whims, ending up like him, and ending up like them.
Or maybe you're just afraid of lightning now.
Maybe you're just afraid of lightning now. Like, the fear of succumbing to that itch at the back of your skull. Maybe.
I like that. If the narrator will...
Right. I like that.
Alright. Yeah. There we go.
Fear of succumbing to the promises of the master. Excellent. Alright. Let's get down to brass tacks then. What's next? You have a tent full of cultists. You have a temple with the boy, the abductee, that bastard, and 3 dead things guarding them. What's going on?
I
What
think
are
it's
our
time with
next
the temple.
moves? Temple? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and also because, like, presumably if they are actually dead things, Holder can just, whoop, you know, just make them not our problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, small idea. Jack and I were kind of talking about it before. I know we gotta deal with the kid and all, you know, like there's like a whole, well, we don't have to, but like we can. for a happy ending's sake. With the cape that I got, I'm really fucking stealthy. What if I just go and steal the urn? And, like...
Yoink that shit.
yoinky splunky the urn.
Right.
I mean, I won't lie, that's a great distraction. I was not privy to this conversation, so that's
Oh, you were
news to
gone,
me.
yeah.
We started talking about Scott Pilgrim, and then I just kind of forgot.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the dark cloak, and sorry, I didn't get the chance to paste it to you. You do get a +2 automatic success to stealth rolls, and it says unless you're in direct sunlight. However, I'm gonna say that the fucking lightning striking is going to count as a source of bright enough to impose the +2 penalty. So
Oh, okay.
you could probably get in, but
Yeah.
is the so I don't want you to go in half-cocked, one might say.
Okay.
So it's a good idea. Please feel free. Like, that's an option, but I want you to be aware of what exactly I'm going to rule in terms of that particular fetish.
Okay. Oh, so the lightning is like coming
Constant.
from inside the temple?
Well,
No,
it's
like
striking
striking
from the
directly
sky
into it.
into it.
Yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling, goes straight through.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a pickle and a half. Okay. Yeah, so I can't go up and steal it. So I guess we'll just have to sneak in and then improvise from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if we just get in and then probably just start causing some mayhem, kill that wizard, he's already wounded. Don't let him hurt the boy. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
As standard is.
So, like, I'm sure the cultists are doing something to do with this ritual, but here's the thing: if we cut the snake at the head,
Oh, I don't like
Ah.
Atlas's face at all right now.
I was just reading a few things that are at
I don't like
my
that, no.
disposal.
reading some
Okay.
stat blocks.
All right.
Some stats.
Yeah, one might say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Um.
All right.
Hey, at the very least, we just if anything bad happens, we flee the temple and let it come carve a path through the cultists. I don't like what you're doing right now, my guy.
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, sure. So, temple. If the cultists come up, you're gonna carve a path through them. Yes, correct. Did I hear that? Yes.
We're going into the temple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that what we're all doing? Yeah.
Hopefully sneaking away from the tents before we get noticed.
Well, yeah. I don't think there was no sound, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not make enough noise that you're fairly certain it didn't pass by the tents. However, I am still probably going to ask for a stealth roll from all of you, just because the situation has changed a little bit, and you're actually approaching the temple itself.
Okay.
Is this considered a group like check?
Let's see. The target number originally is 2, I believe. So let's say, I'll ask for 5 successes. From the lot of you. So we're gonna make it a challenge roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to buy training and then buy pips, and I don't have a lot of dice to roll. So
You're a beefy
Yeah.
man.
yeah,
Okay, I got you. So would my 2 automatic successes already count to this with the
Yes.
cape? Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll 3 and keep 1 in the chamber. Solid. Let me just re-roll that 1 really quick. Cool. So we hit it.
with the cloak, yeah.
Damn, boy.
Archie, you have a lust for life I don't think you've ever experienced before. Ever. You are good at what you do. You're so fucking good at what you do. You're powerful. Yeah, no. You approach the temple with no issues. It is this ancient Greek ruin, crumbling columns here and there. Some of the walls have been broken down. You can see there's like a main opening in this sort of proscenium, but if you go around the walls, you can sort of see holes here and there. And what you all see is a very simple, all things considered, there is a platform. Upon the platform, there is a plinth. And upon the plinth, there is what looks like a rather large bronze urn. And it's about the size of like one's torso. It's pretty large. It has some intricate etchings and carvings in it, or castings, but you can't see those too much from here. And every once in a while, yes, the lightning strikes down and cracks onto the urn itself. That is the focus of the lightning, from what you can tell.
Does the urn, two questions, does the urn look open, or is it like stoppered off?
I'll say it's stoppered off. I think that's
Okay.
that's more interesting.
Very interesting. Question number two. What kind of what handle situation are we talking about? Is it like two handles up at like the top by the mouth, like that, like in that Grecian
Yeah,
style?
yeah, the Grecian style, two handles up by the mouth.
The
sort of
proper
like
word for that.
amphora?
Ampulla, actually.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
thank
what-
you.
Yeah, I was literally, just as you were describing, I'm like, that is an ampulla, and I'm gonna flex my knowledge of that word right now.
Yeah, thank you. Today I learned. All right,
Right.
and then otherwise, there is, indeed, the ozone wizard that you met previously, who you injured previously, has the boy kneeling on the plinth, very, very close to that lightning, has the sacrificial dagger in his hand, and he actually looks a little better than where you left him, where there were, gunshots in his chest. Instead, you see this almost growth that looks a little unnatural, that's sort of like covered over the wound, and perhaps even healed him a little bit. And stalwart as always, you have the two no-men that you previously encountered that ran, who are standing guard, and one of the unfallen, who we'll say is a dead Turkish soldier, reanimated. So that, at the moment, is your situation. The boy is still alive for now, but it looks like whatever's happening, it's getting close to its zenith.
What do you say? Older cracks open that reliquary, destroys one of the no men, while Archie and I go for the wizard.
Now remind me the penalties of opening the reliquary is.
Yes, let me
you
open
take
you up
mental
and drag
damage, I
that to
believe.
you. You take 1 smarts damage to immediately destroy an undead, but let me just pull that to your inventory. Quick moment. Here? No. Not there. It's compendium items, fetishes. Alright, it should be in your data to peruse as you so choose.
Gotcha. Character. Let me just reopen that. But it is 1 smarts damage,
Correct.
not 2.
Correct. So
Okay,
at maximum you could use it twice.
Yeah, I can deal with that. It's not popping up, so I'm just gonna refresh real fast.
Sure. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, I can afford 1 smarts damage right now. I can afford that. I'll take out one of the no men.
Which I will say, you will not be able to use Rise for the Table because Holder will be otherwise occupied.
That's fine. I was
Okay.
just figuring we'd make 2 separate attacks. Is that
Alright.
good with you, Archie? Just attack him
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
yeah. Let's shoot this guy. Let's shoot him.
Shoot this guy.
I mean, with all the lighting up there, surely it wouldn't draw the attention of.
Yeah, this place is
everyone
loud,
down
I
there.
bet. Like,
It is.
yeah.
Yeah,
let's
and I
make
think-
sure.
Sorry,
Let's make sure
go
that
ahead.
let's make sure that the undead don't flee and raise any alarms as well. So let's make sure we take care of that fucking shit.
I mean, shit. Like, if that's the case, do we just want to try and take out the no men first, so they don't
I-
warn him that we're here?
I want to go for the wizard because, like, the less risk he has to possibly finish whatever ritual he's doing and kill this kid, like, we get on him, like, just all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. That being said, the no men are outside guarding. Yes.
No, they're all inside surrounding
They're
the
all
plinth.
inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all
Put the pressure on.
put the pressure on the wizard. We gotta kill the wizard.
Okay, yeah.
In
Let's
that case-
let's do it. Go team.
Go
Go
team.
team, go. Who wants to reveal a card for initiative?
I've got no cards to reveal.
I also have no cards to reveal.
I'm the only one who has a card, any cards, any then. So I guess I'm just going first.
No, reveal a card.
Oh, it's a face card.
Oh,
I have
in
a-
that case,
yeah.
yeah.
can't get
In
the
that case,
specifics.
you win.
Yeah, I was about to say. I just know it's a face card.
Yeah.
It's a something of hearts.
I was about to say
Yeah.
because if you
Ah.
couldn't beat a 10, the wizard would go first.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Fuck.
Right.
Didn't know that bitch had cards. Oh, who gave him cards?
Well, antagonists have
Master.
an initiative value, so if you don't beat it, then they go. But
Yeah.
yes,
We beat it.
Motherfucker's got cards.
Motherfuckers got cards. I think that
Motherfucker's got cards.
we kind of have that little, the little like 3 count of like go, and then we like run inside and like Holder. Well, Holder's gonna be doing his thing. I feel like Archie and Fink are close together, so Fink rushes in, pressing left thumbstick it down to sprint.
Hold down shift to sprint.
Yeah.
Tom
You run
Cruise run.
faster when you're holding a knife.
exactly.
No.
So true, bestie.
So
I played Counter Strike
Valorant logic?
once.
I have
Oh.
I have my rifle out. I'm gonna be doing shots on this guy, but I
Okay.
am like running in there and like leveling a shot to fire. I'm still trying to keep some distance between like the undead and me, but like I am firing at an angle that is not endangering the kid at all. Like
Okay.
it is a clear shot. I'm getting up in there, so I am going to roll. What's my target number here?
Your target number would be a, looks like a 3 to me, Chief.
A 3. Only a 3.
Yeah.
Blast this motherfucker, man.
I am
Only
going
a
to
3.
shoot this motherfucker.
Get him.
I have 4 pips, 2 training and ranged.
'Cause I'm about to.
That's-
Better fucking get your ass, man.
I'm gonna-
Hit his
I
ass,
think-
bro.
make sure my math checks out. Yeah, 5 dice, keep 1 in the chamber. Alright, that's 1 success. I'm gonna re-roll 4 dice. Let me down here, man. Alright, 4 dice. Alright, I am going to. I'm gonna use the free Ahmed
Okay.
bump to definitely get a re-roll on those.
Sounds good.
3 remaining dice. Come
Let's
on.
go.
I just need at least 1. That's
Yeah,
one.
there it is.
That's
what
it
you
is.
needed.
Fucking solid.
2 fucking damage to him.
That's what we love to see.
Fucking
And then I'm throwing it to Archie.
exceptional. All right. Let's see. Let me
Okay. Yeah.
double
solid.
check a few things.
Oh, that's scary.
He's about to have a phase 2.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just thinking. Like, he gets his ass back up.
You fools. This isn't
We're-
even my final form.
We're about
That's a
to
really
fucking-
big health bar. Why is that so big?
We're about to fight Melania.
So, there's a fun little mechanic called the corruption pool,
Mm-hmm.
which, depending on how many points of corruption my unit has, I can use those points of corruption to do things and make things happen. So, Archie does not go next. The wizard goes next instead. I am going to use my corruption tool, a cost of 1. I have 3 to work with. I will use 1 for hesitation. And Archie, you feel that insidious feeling in your mind. You feel it twist and writhe, and where usually you would immediately go for where Fink would tell you to go, you hesitate. And in that moment of hesitation, the wizard takes his turn first. I now have 2 points of corruption to work with, but we will resolve that after the wizard goes.
Oh my god. They're using our fucking corruption like cards. What the
Sir,
fuck?
yes, sir.
See, this is why I embrace Jesus, and this is why I gave my love to the Lord.
Oh my god, what
How
a
you been,
fucking
JC?
what a fucking plot twist. Jesus, yo, GG, help, please.
Hey, yo, homie.
You fucked around and y'all found out.
I only have 1 point of corruption.
The shot but all that was needed was 1 point. The shot goes off.
I got 2.
It hits him. But he raises his arm, the sacrificial knife glinting, and with a sweep, he brings it across the kid's neck.
I can't at all argue that as the enemy of the master, he's not drawn to attack me.
I will argue that doing this will make him more qualified to attack you. Also, he was already, like, in the midst of doing it. You kind of interrupted him, so he's gonna finish it. Yes, Jordan?
Can I sacrifice Amit to regain my turn?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So sorry, worth a shot.
No,
burning a
absolutely
card?
it was. It's a good idea, but no. Not in this case. Because with corruption, you belong to me.
Is there any way we can play our own corruption game here, or is it just kind of stacked right now?
Let me put it to you this way. How would you possibly leverage corruption against me when that is one I hold in my palm?
Because you're not the master. You're something else.
Nice try.
Damn.
So, I will rule, unfortunately think that was a good argument, but I will rule he was already in the midst of doing this, and doing this will keep him alive to attack you later. So, with a chant of a language you do not understand, Archie, finally, you realize that it finally clicks. It's the same language that the hill folk were using. That ancient, archaic form of Greek and Turkish. He chants out, and with a slice of his knife, he kills the boy. He kills Yusuf. And you see this kind of, the tendrils of blood start to spiral out from the boy's neck wound and penetrate in to the master. And he's now at full health.
Fuck! There was a phase 2! This is
It's now
phase
Archie's-
2!
It's now Archie's turn.
This is fucking phase 2! Oh no! Fuck me. Gonna have to shoot him. Fuck. Oh man, we couldn't save the kid. Okay, yeah, it's... Rolling 5, keeping 1 in the chamber.
Hope you hit 5.
I didn't hit any.
It do be like that.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, I don't want to use the Amit pit this turn. Not until... Well, because... yeah, I'll use the Amit pip to turn that 4 into a 5
Okay.
for this turn. And then I'm going to re-roll the last 4.
Alright. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, no, it's no
Last.
dice on that one.
Alright, who goes next?
Holder, you gotta take out one of the Nomen.
Already took the health away. Descansa en paz, pobre bastardo. Fuck him.
Yeah, with a one of the no-men with just this kind of, it's almost as though the energy arcs off as the lightning strikes and just evaporates it. It's gone. You are now left with 1 no-man and 1 unfallen to contend with.
God, that wizard was so close. He was down to 1. Down to 1 hit point. Fuck.
All right, Holder's next.
Oh, that didn't.
It's either the Unfallen or the Nomad.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I'll just say that they act together. It makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's gonna be the dead men.
All right, yeah, the dead men go. And they are not technically servants of the masters. They would not automatically go for Fink. They cannot target Holder because he is holding the reliquary. So I guess Archie is the last one that is left, is he not?
Yeah, I'm a little not close to Holder. I'm kind of more in like Fink's position.
That's okay, because the
Very
Nomad are
similar.
armed with a rifle. So the
Shit.
Turkish corpse like jerks and raises its rifle, and then very, very smoothly levels it at you and pulls the trigger. So that 2 training and range, 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll keep one in the chamber.
Oh yeah,
4
that's gonna hit.
successes. Alright. How many augments does a rifle need to do additional damage is the question.
I
believe
believe
it's
plus
3
2,
over.
3 over,
Plus
2 over.
3 over.
Three
So how
over.
many over are we right now?
You are like you're hitting my target. I'm at 3 brawn.
Okay. That's fine. That's A-okay, because the Unfallen are also here. They're attacking some mobs, so that's 1, 2, 3, keeping one in the chamber. One, 2. We'll re-roll the last one from the Unfallen. And wait, the Nomad didn't re-roll, so they also get to re-roll 3. Oh, lucky, lucky.
Oh my
Only-
god!
You only take 2 damage.
Only.
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 Alright. I will say that Fink goes next. Because you have a bone to pick with me, don't you?
Hole in the ceiling. Underneath it, the urn. Is there like signs that the roof fell in near? around the urn?
No. The roof is like basically completely caved in. It's open to the sky.
Gotcha.
So feasibly, anywhere within the temple, if you take the urn, it will be struck by lightning. If that's what you're going for.
How much does that hurt?
It's let me pull up my little book here for a second. 2 brawn damage and suffers the stun weapon ability, which, I will remind you, all other characters unaffected by the stun must act in initiative first.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Fuck me. I need 5 successes to hit the wizard.
Sir, yes, sir. But you could pool it as top of the round, so you could ask to make that choice.
I think we
Alright.
need to pool against the wizard. We need to pool this round, which means that we're gonna have to deal with that means you're not gonna be able to take out the undead. But I mean, honestly, pool against the wizard. He's way too fucking powerful, and that also gives him less dice to work with, doesn't it?
The wizard was not pooling with the others.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He was
Yeah.
pulling our corruption.
It was the wizard, and then the undead are a mob, but I have access to the corruption pool of 3, now
Gotcha.
down to 2.
What do you think, lads? Fries for the table?
Yeah, I'd say fries for the table sounds like not a bad idea. I'm a little worried about the Nomad and stuff because they did get Archie, so I'm part of me's kind of like wondering if we should take as many of those pieces off the board as we can.
What?
Also thinking about possibly burning Amit to heal Archie's points.
It's true, but like, my thing is, if we don't damage the wizard, what can he do next? And like, on full health, you know, that's what I'm worried about. Is like, what is the wizard going to do on his turn?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think...
let me. I mean, I'll direct this question to you two, Jack and Jordan, because honestly, this is where my head's at.
Right.
How quickly does the tactical choice go out the window when watching the kid get murdered, and it's just in the wake of that? Are you the ones to be like, yeah, we gotta take the tactical approach, or is it, oh, it is all out rage attack?
We gotta shoot the wizard.
There is a part of John that just saw Archie get shot, and I, as a player, knows he can only take one more. As in, like, one more hit and he's dead by a rifle.
Actually, yeah, shit, even if I burn Ahmed's card, I'm still gonna be at 2 hit points. They would kill me regardless. So...
And there is that thought that the servant of the master will target either me or you.
Or me.
I said,
oh, gotcha.
But I said you, I meant you. You are
Yeah.
the enemy of the master. He's gonna focus in on you.
I truly think that, like, because you said this, Albus. Why didn't the no men and undead attack Fink? You said
They're not servants.
They're not servants. Gotcha.
They're not technically servants of the master.
And they can't attack me. I'm almost thinking about, because I can't use this thing many more times, especially if a smarts attack comes up. This is magic we're fucking dealing with.
How's your brawn right now?
My brawn's at a 3.
Can you like toss it to
That's what I'm thinking.
to Archie?
And then I could blast one of the no men.
Well, no, I'm still thinking we really need to fries for the table the wizard.
Okay.
Like,
okay, yeah.
I really think we need to do that.
And I will rule right now, I will not allow you to pass reliquaries in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or fetishes, rather, in the middle of combat. Because if we all think about it, it's a little bullshit.
But also, what's the possibility that by killing the wizard, the undead die anyway?
It's a good question.
But we're not going to kill the wizard on one turn.
We're not going to, but I mean, like, we might as well make the attempt.
We need the fries for the table, and we need to see how many successes we can get, because if we can get augments on top of that, if we can get 8 successes in total, we can deal a lot more damage to him.
Yes.
And that's really like the big goal, because
The
if
big
we
fucking goal.
Yeah, success is 5. That'll mark down 2, which then we'll only need 3 to hit him the next round. But if we can get an augment, we'll only need 2 to hit him the next round, which would be fucking huge. It wouldn't matter if Archie's gone by that point.
And I mean, if you get 4 successes over, you can get a critical, which is straight up a 1d6 damage.
Real
I
quick,
believe.
actually, I have a question.
Sorry,
How
sir.
close are the wizard, the no men, and the unfallen?
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
Hold on.
They the wizard is the closest one to the urn. The remaining no-man and the unfallen are still like sort of surrounding the plinth.
How
You
far
all
are they from the wizard, roughly?
Thinking about grenades?
I'm thinking about
God.
grenades.
Yeah.
Because if one of them's easier to target, we can then frag to deal damage to more targets and then boost damage as well. I think it's easier to hit either the no men or the unfallen with grenades, and if we can get the frag augment, we can frag damage immediately onto the wizard, right?
Okay. Probably
Tell
about
me I'm wrong.
Yes, right. 10 is about the amount of feet. Does that sound good to you?
As long
'Cause I
as that
think-
sounds like a
that sounds
reasonable amount of distance for
reasonable.
a grenade to fucking get in
Yeah,
there.
still some shrapnel throwing.
What
out
are the
there,
targets? What are the target numbers that we need to hit for the unfallen and the no men?
Yeah. All right, that would be a 2 for the unfallen, 4 for the no men.
So if
Target
we,
the unfallen.
so just make sure I want to make sure I'm not fucking up the rules here, Outwish. So just
Mm-hmm.
correct me. If we target the no men with grenades, and then that we get a fuck ton of successes, if we frag, we can frag the wizard as well, and the wizard just auto takes the damage.
All right. Let me read this. Abilities that grant additional targets use the same number of successes as the
Oh.
original attack. So you could frag, but if you did not meet those 5 successes, it would not technically work.
Well, here's the thing. The frag augmentation is 3 over. The unfallen is 2. If we get frag, we can hit the wizard.
That
period.
would be 5 successes.
5
to hit.
successes.
The same number of successes as the original attack. Oh, that's some funky wording. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll allow it. The original amount of successes plus the augments you buy. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay,
So
cool.
if we
You're good,
target
you're
the
good, you're
unfallen,
good.
we can possibly hit the fucking wizard.
Yeah, technically yes.
And all we need. Well, here's the thing. Okay, if we get 5 dice, we can hit the wizard. Anything over that, we buy extra damage. And
Okay.
is it 1 augment over? If we get multiple over, we can spend 1/1/1 for even higher damage.
For all augments on weapons, you can buy as many as you roll and stack the effects. So I'm going to rule yes. If you manage to get there.
We need to target the unfallen because literally
Okay.
by default, if we have enough to frag, we can get. I mean, like we can hit the wizard anyway. It's all just a pool of damage anyway.
Reasonably, there'd be no other way for us to survive this if we didn't do that.
If we didn't do that, I think so. I think that honestly, this is our best chance because if we roll a 2 on our frag dice, we can hit all 3 enemies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
now
roll
is-
5 and keep 1 in the chamber.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. What is my absolute best stat? Ranged. Absolutely ranged.
Right.
I'll charge you. You go first.
Oh
my god!
God.
Oh my god!
Fucking DuPont! Sorry, Archie getting 5. Oh my god. It's all icing on the cake, baby. Other people roll. Come on. You already you got your
What do I do with my
You got
last
your
pick?
frag.
Can I just roll that as another dice?
No.
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 Just
no.
fucking just onto the fucking ether. Oh my god.
Off to the races, baby. Okay.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Roll your fucking
Alright.
dice, please. Let's
Yeah.
do this shit.
Lucky, lucky,
Yeah.
lucky.
I have.
Archie DuPont is not fucking dying today, baby.
No, he's
Not today.
All right,
No,
so
he's not.
targeting the unfallen. You have 3 over.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that 3.
Oh my god.
I'm re-rolling 1 dice.
Come on.
Sure.
Come on. Come on.
Baby.
Ah!
That's
Come
fine.
on.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right,
We're at
I gotta
7.
roll. I gotta roll. We're at 7.
We are at 7. We're at 7 right now.
Yes.
By default, we're doing 3 damage plus the frag, I believe. So every success I'm about to get is an extra point of damage. I need to roll 2 successes to auto kill the fucking wizard. I have 4 pips in guts, 2 pips in training, 5 dice, keep 1 in the chamber.
And we still have Amit. Remember that. No fucking way, dude.
4 successes, and
Re-roll
just
the
to
1.
be fucking spiteful, I'm re-rolling that 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Free bump
Ahmet.
from Ahmet to re-roll that again.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Oh!
12 total successes.
That is fucking insane.
All right.
That is fucking insane.
You are targeting the unfallen, which
Now,
means okay.
hold on. Let's not celebrate quite yet. We need to roll for the frag. To see, we need at least a 2. Who
True.
wants to roll for the frag? Who wants to roll the
How
frag
about
die?
I roll a 1d6?
Go for it.
Ooh,
Yes!
good for you.
Holy shit. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
So, 5 targets. You have a significant amount of successes. What, 11 was it? Alright, so targeting the unfallen. Grenades automatically do 1 damage. So you have 3 over to do the fragmentation, so we're down to, yeah.
7 successes, I believe, right?
1 down to 7. Yes, -3, -1.
That's all on +1s to damage. So this is dealing 8 damage.
It uses the same number of successes as the original attack. For augments, I am going to say if you want to buy additional augments for the others, you can use the over, if that makes sense. Does it?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay,
Because we
You roll-
established, well, hold on, because we established that the augment for the grenades is the damage is dealt to other targets.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You
you're
know,
right, right.
so it's like, yeah, it's like by you know, we
Right.
will whatever we augment the damage to,
Yeah.
that's the damage all of them take.
So you do 2 damage by spending 2 an augment, so you have 7 left, which would be for the Nomen, that would be, you would need to buy 2 more damage to get to the 4, which 7
Oh, so you're saying that we need to buy the
9.
damage per target?
Yes, because it's the initial roll, right? I'm still factoring in. So you buy the damage for the Unfallen, you buy the additional damage, so you kill them outright, right? And then afterwards, you buy the additional damage for, you know, the Nomen and the Wizard. Does that make sense? Because we're all
No,
working
not-
against the same pool.
Not
Okay.
not with the way that the grenade is worded. That's just my point of confusion. Because all
Yeah,
the
no.
augment says is, so abilities that grant additional targets use the same number of successes as the original attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Against the defenses of the additional targets. So
Okay.
we rolled 12 success. You know, so
Yeah,
that's-
we got 12 successes total.
Oh, okay,
12
okay,
successes
I see.
total. So then, like, that already hits everyone, and it says that it didn't buy. It's, I think, buying the fragment augment. All it says is it deals damage to 1d6 extra targets. So I think that as long as the original attack successes meet any of them,
Gotcha.
buying the damage augments is universal. It affects
Yep.
everyone the same.
Yep,
So we're
yeah.
dealing 8 damage to all of them.
Gotcha. Excellent. In
Fuck
that
me.
case, one glorious grenade, and let me check something really quickly.
Phase 2, here comes Melania, Blade of Michelin.
Hey boys, remember our talk about baseball?
Is this how you throw it? You.
I like to think that Fink 100% throws a grenade and Archie bats it directly at the wizard.
Oh my god, some action hero shit.
Honestly, we deserve this. What happens now? What bad thing
All
happens
right.
next to ruin our
You-
delight?
Do I explode? I'm exploding, aren't I?
Can I like
you give
volleyball
the-
spike the grenade?
You give the grenade a kiss, you throw it, and some deity almost aligns the shrapnel to tear through all of the enemies within your view. However, I have 2 more points of my corruption pool to work with. As you strike, dark winds escape the creature at the moment of its demise, swirling about and jetting towards you. When used, the narrator selects one antagonist who has just received enough damage to be killed, and makes one last attack against the character who last hit it, using any guts-linked skill or ability. So, because you are being focused, Fink, we are going to make...
Oh,
not
shit.
you. Fink is being focused, because that was what he gave up. That was what he decided. So we're going to make a guts roll for something. Which sure will be something indeed. What is your gut score?
4.
4. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep one in the chamber. We're trying to beat a 4.
Oh.
Think as the shrapnel tears through the wizard, and as he begins to slump forward, you don't even see it, you feel this energy seep out of his mouth as his last sort of gasp of breath leaves him. And then you feel it on you, you feel it in you. And he casts a whisper called Extinguish Memory.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is
What
that?
the fuck is that?
You feel the energy tenderly stroke your cheek. You take 1 point of guts damage. And memories of events that happened up to 1 year in the past can be abolished from your memory.
I think Fink, his head snaps back as if a lance was driven through it, and like drops to his knees in a heavy, just collapse, like suddenly overwhelmed. What is the continuity of my memory now? Where was I 1 year ago?
We haven't even known him for a year.
You've known me for a few months, but like,
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
I don't know how long my training in Cairo was.
Oh,
I don't know any of that. Like,
fuck.
Well, what? It's 1915 now. War was declared in 1914. So it could be that you're aware that there's a war going on, right? So you could still be in the midst of your training in Cairo.
holy shit.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I think for the ease of the scene, Fink is presently non-responsive, just because that is like a sudden sensation overload of from his perspective, being at ANZAC basic training in Cairo, and now suddenly being in a completely different state. I think he is overwhelmed and is not responsive at the moment, as he's like, his head is all a swirl. So I leave the scene up to Archie and Holder for a bit, as Fink just drops like a sack of bricks.
And the wizard and the nomad and all that, they're all dead.
They're dead.
Fucking
You see Ahmet collapse to the ground, sobbing. He stumbles forward and cradles his son in his arms, and he cries. And even so, the lightning continues to strike the urn.
There's nothing that we can do. We can't save the kid, can we?
I think
Like-
Holder is distracted, like immediately running up to Fink, who just collapsed after that last hit. Like,
Archie
is
would
he?
join you. Yeah.
Yeah, is he like fully laid out, or like what's he look like right now?
He's fully conscious, but he is like suddenly like gasping, like he's like he looks disoriented and confused, like deeply so.
Yeah, just
Water. He needs water. Grab some quick.
yeah. Fink, come on.
Think.
I
Wake up.
think I think he looks up at the two of you, looks around him, and I don't think he knows his. Well, actually, my gun is not in my hand because I was throwing grenades. I think that the first thing he's going to do. Oh God, what am I looking at with you two?
So you are looking at one really fucked up little man, just like in your business, like snapping in your face. He sounds weird. You know, I don't know if you can pick that he's got a French accent right off the bat, but this little guy's right in front of you.
I think the French uniform is very distinct.
Yeah, the
but
horizon blue, yeah.
But like, he is pretty fucked up looking, I think, right? He is,
Oh yeah, he's missing an ear. He's got scars and shit all over. Like the hand that he's snapping in your face is missing 2 digits. Like
I think suddenly Fink throws a fist directly into Archie's face and like is like scrambling backwards in a massive panic.
Hey Fink, how about you roll me a melee attack? It won't do
Yeah,
damage.
this might
but-
kill Archie, right? Oh no,
No,
won't
no,
okay.
we'll say it won't do damage unless you want it. Unless you want it to, but
I
throw
thought
a melee attack.
Since I established that Fink gave his knife to Archie, he's not going to like reactionarily like knife anyone. Yeah, exactly.
All right, throw a melee attack. Let's see what goes on. Just for
melee
funsies.
attack. I'm not gonna have any dice to reroll. I'm just gonna roll max.
Well, you only have to hit one.
I know, so I'm gonna roll max.
Archie,
damn.
Archie, you in the midst of trying to help your fallen comrade, he slugs you, and you stumble back, and your back touches the urn.
Oh
The
well, no,
lightning
it's
strikes.
fine because we established that this was gonna happen, so you're alive.
I kind of
It's
forgot
fine.
this was gonna happen.
Whew.
Yep.
Okay, I
So
panicked for a moment.
the lightning cracks and strikes, and Archie, you see nothing but white, blinding white light, and you know that you would be in pain if your nerves still worked. But you're thrown forward, and you smell the smoke coming off your clothing and your skin.
Archie, fuck! Think! What the fuck? Like, immediately rushing to Archie of just like, oh my god! Like, tries to pick him up. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?
His breath is shallow. He is non-responsive. The skin on the left side of his face is charred. It is burnt. Pieces of it, like as you pick him up, pieces of it kind of crackles off. What's kind of haunting is that his eye is like that of like a dead fish. It's cloudy. It is entirely like burnt. For a moment, you think you might see a bubble kind of pop around in there as well. And he is not responsive. His breaths are just.
It's okay, mate. It's okay. It's okay. Just breathe. Just hey.
I think Holder, you
He's
hear
not
the
hearing
cock
you.
of a gun, and
He
if
pauses
yeah,
and he looks furious as he like slowly turns to look at Fink.
Fink, who has now like stood up and like backed up even further and has seemed to have picked up his own rifle and is like pointing it at your direction with a look of utter confusion, panic, terror, disorientation. His hands are actually still shaking a bit on the gun as he's just like muttering like just and pointing it directly at you.
The fuck
What the fuck
are you doing, soldier?
Where the fuck am I? What happened? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? Where am
The
I?
fuck do you mean?
Where am I? Where the fuck am I?
Calm down! Oh, this isn't good. He just gently like puts Archie down, kind of lays him in the recovery position, and slowly stands up, hands raised. Think.
How the fuck do you know my name? How
Bro,
the fuck?
didn't think-
Who?
Because we are teammates. We work together.
No,
Yeah.
I've
No,
never
no.
met. I've never met you in my life.
I don't know. Fuck. It's me, Fink. It's me, bro. It's fucking John.
Just fucking stay back. Stay back. Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? Where am I?
We're out on the field. We're in some fucked up temple. We're trying to stop whatever madness is going on here.
I don't know. What temple?
We were sent on a
where-
fucking mission.
Where in Cairo are we?
Cairo. We're not in Cairo.
If I may interject.
That's not possible. Where are we? If we're not in Cairo, then where are we?
You may
Further
not
up the
have-
river?
You may not have memory, but everything you've given up until now still applies.
What all have I given up?
Let's see.
What haven't you at this point?
A lighter, bone slivers in your shoulder wound.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got a fear of caves. You lose some of your
Yeah.
patriotism, some of your nationalism. You lean into your violent nature, eradicating corruption. You're more willing to risk friendly fire. A sprained ankle. That one's more recent. No longer holding back when it comes to Holder. Is his life really worth it?
Hold on.
You will never look at your little sister in the same way. And then, of course, all servants of the master will focus you.
I know you do.
We are.
You don't have any. I
I-
raise the gun, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna count to 3. I asked you a question. I want you to fucking answer it. Where am I if we're not in Cairo? 1.
Turkey.
That's not possible. That's not possible.
I assure you it is. What's
No.
the last thing you remember?
Last thing I remember, I was in the middle of basic training in Cairo. I was in lineup.
Well, let me tell you what I remember.
And now
Rodin, calm down.
don't fucking tell me what to do.
We are allies, mate. You are with friends. And we aren't safe yet.
He's French. I don't know your uniform, though. Who are you?
Jonathan Holder. I'm from the islands. Caribbean. Trinidad.
Is there a hole in the wall I can, like, back up to like, look outside?
Oh, absolutely. There are plenty of holes in the temple walls.
Yeah, Broden, still leveling, is gonna hold her, like, backs up to a hole and just, like, looks outside.
We used to joke all the time. You always hated them.
Ugh. Why does my shoulder hurt? What did you do to me? Who?
I didn't do a thing to you. You got hurt on the field.
I haven't been out and I haven't been on the field yet.
You have.
I'm in the middle of training.
No, you're not. Look at your chest.
I'm not looking away from you.
Trust me. Look at your chest.
I have no reason to trust you.
There is a very wheezy voice coming from behind Holder. Archie is very deliriously wheezing that one song that Broden had sang with his brothers at the destruction of the temple. It's weak, it's shallow. It might be one that he recognizes from his time in training with those very people.
Oh shit! That's
The
good.
melody's not there,
No,
but the
but
words
it's-
are.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Lightning still happening?
Yeah, still. The urn is still technically on its plinth.
Yeah, that's mostly disorienting him primarily. He keeps looking over that, and that's like panicking. But I think even though that would like cut through, just like of not like in a majorly significant way, but it does like. I don't know. Did I ever establish what song I sang? I can't remember. I don't think I did.
I don't think we ever talked about it. It was just.
It's been a while. I remember you yelling words, but I can't remember the song specifically.
Was it
We'll
an
say it-
Anzac specific song?
It might have
I
been.
think it was.
Okay, I'm gonna go off because it's been a while. I'm gonna go off the assumption that it was, because then there's like the only reason that would get through to him is because like the weirdness of a Frenchman singing an Anzac specific song that he was probably recently in, like that's gonna like throw him for a loop and cause him to like lower the gun slightly. As between the lightning and that, his brain I think is just like overclocked. Like he is unable to like think straight. If you get near him, he's probably gonna get violent. But in this moment right now, the gun does like lower, I think.
Broden, how would you feel about someone attempting to roll communications opposed to you to try and get through to
I'm
you better?
totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. I love that.
Communications, you gotta beat a 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2, keep one in the chamber.
Serious, sir?
We had a rule about helping, right?
You can help him. I'll say that the two of you are currently banding together, so you guys can fries it, so to speak. It can be an opposed roll, a challenge roll.
Do we still have Amit dice technically, or is he now
Amit
removed?
is
He's preoccupied.
okay. He's preoccupied.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna bump that up to a 5, making that
There you
a
go.
success.
Do with that what you will.
And
If that had failed, I was pulling the trigger on Holder.
Yeah,
Fuck! Holy shit!
he would have
oh,
lived.
you
It's
motherfucker.
fine.
I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even need to help you. We got a success.
Yeah, I think his posture just like slacks enough for like the gun to get like lowered, still clutched and held and like leveled in a direction, but no longer actively pointing at you. Like he's ready to shoot at a moment's notice, but he's no longer like finger on the trigger, staring you down. I think his attention would just then like go away from you, and is now just staring, kind of like unsure of what he's looking at with this barrage of lightning.
We need to go. We need to go now. Whatever is happening with you, we can figure it out. But it cannot be right now.
Where are we? What is that?
In a
What?
very dangerous place.
What is that?
An urn that's calling down lightning.
Why the fuck? Those words do not make any sense.
Think. Think. I need your help. Please. DuPont is reaching out to you.
Holder will look at Fink and then turn his back to him as he also goes over to help Archie.
I think I slowly begin to make my way over towards Archie, very cautiously. His eyes still kind of not leaving the repeated strikes of lightning.
He's not able to say much, but
Yeah.
he knows help.
Yeah.
Right now.
Are you okay, mate? Can you move?
Help, please.
Do it.
I can't. I cannot move my arm. Help, please.
Okay. He looks at the urn. He looks down at his comrade. He looks over at Fink. You might not trust me. What about him?
I'll just
There's
like
a very
Yeah, go ahead.
weak wave, just with like his fingers, the very disfigured hand.
There- nothing reaches Fink on an emotional level. He still has the same expression of confusion, fear, but he is still going to walk over and like help lift the Frenchman up, just to hurt you both and also to just play into it. I am now going forward only going to be referring to Jack as the stranger and Jordan as the Frenchman, because that is who they are in his mind right now.
Understandable.
Understandable.
But I'm gonna say this out of character to you guys. Don't we need to do something about that? Points at the urn.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
no,
why
we
I'm having
definitely
you
have
pick
to.
him up.
All right, before we go in, how about I, also out of character, distribute some cards for what
Oh,
was
wait.
experienced today.
Lovely.
We love that for us.
I love
Alright.
that.
So it was a group of unfallen and no men. So for no men, everyone involved in combat draws one card.
Nice. Yeah, it's one
Nice.
for sure.
For the unfallen, one card for the unit. So choose who gets it.
Fuck it.
Mm.
I'm gonna say Archie, who is
I was
Don't
gonna
give
say
it to me.
unable
Archie.
to use his arm. Yeah.
No.
I'm not taking it. Don't
Are
give
you
it to
taking
me.
it?
No, I'm not taking it.
Then it's gonna be Fink for losing his memory.
I'll take it.
Fuck, I don't need it right now. Maybe.
And then for the wizard.
Everyone involved in combat draws two cards and discards one.
Okay, and draw 4 cards. Oh boy.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh man.
I'm so glad we get to discard a card.
This is a difficult choice. 'Cause I don't want to discard any of these.
I am gonna go ahead and heal my 2 points. Just gonna get rid of these cards.
Yeah, I'll get rid of and discard this card. So I'll pass it to the discard pile. There we go.
I'm gonna again. I just want you to be informed.
Mhm.
Archie, you are effective. Archie, you're effectively at the end of the mission.
I know.
Okay.
Archie's. I'll explain in a second. Yeah, so it's what I'm handing to you is going to be an ace of diamonds, and then the other is a 10 of hearts. Um,
Damn.
yeah, his heart is recognizing that Holder is not his friend anymore, recognizing that he is gone, and the any sort of development that they had, any sort of camaraderie, is entirely eradicated. Um, he doesn't remember who Archie is. He doesn't remember what he looks like, and now Archie is disfigured beyond anything.
Wait, are you saying Holder or Fink? Because you said Holder.
Oh no, not Holder. Fink. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay, I was about
yeah.
to say.
Heart
you said
attack.
Holder.
Oh man, no, not Holder. Fink. Sorry, I got so confused for a minute. No, it's Fink is not Archie's friend anymore. There's no saving that. There's nothing there.
I mean, yeah, I pushed you into a fucking lightning that disfigured. Oh my
No,
god!
but there's no anger there about it. It was more of like that was an accident. But
This isn't.
he doesn't. This isn't the Fink that Archie knows.
Are you banshees of Inisherin me? I just don't like you anymore.
He's looking. This is not the same Fink, and this is
No.
there will be something always itching at the back of his head, wishing for the relationship that they had to continue, but that's gone, and it is going to be gone now. And his ace of diamonds, he's done.
With?
He's not fighting anymore. That is like he is. There is no going back for this. They return, and he's going to be asked to be sent home, and he's gonna hop on the first boat that takes him to the U.S., and he's gonna figure it out from there.
Okay.
But he is done.
Right. We'll talk about
Archie's
that
not
later.
gonna continue with this party anymore.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Atlas to be like, well, actually, no. Twist the knife. You're forced into more service, and I'm ready to cry about it.
Oh, stop giving me ideas.
Holy shit.
Does anyone else want to use cards?
No,
I'm good.
no. It's the end of the mission. Why would I?
I'm good for now. Gotta figure out what's going on with this fucking urn.
Archie. We'll come back to
Archie
that.
gets his composure back.
Why?
He's able to stand, but that's about all that he can do.
Yeah.
Right, fellas?
Yeah.
Earn time.
Earn time.
Earn time.
What do you
Well,
do
I
with
know.
it?
I don't really want to fucking touch. Actually, Fink's still wearing the gloves,
Yeah,
right?
he does. Yeah, he's the gloves and the boots. Yeah.
Hey, please don't pull another gun on me for talking to you. Can you give me those gloves?
What? What?
Rubber. They are made of rubber.
The fuck? He's like, it's a very disorienting sensation to suddenly be wearing clothes you weren't wearing.
Yeah.
I think almost like he wants them off. Like he like shakily like takes them off and like throws them at you like at your feet because he's just like looking at his hands like what the fuck is happening. I think you also need the boots too, bud.
Yeah, probably.
We have a second pair of boots.
I think I'll need those.
Archie tries to take off the bag.
I
and
got you, mate. And he like just don't move if you don't need to, and he'll help to remove it and open it up, get the boots out, put them on, and he's gonna go up to the urn.
The fuck are you doing? Like your big finger's like, whoa, what the hell?
This is what we came here to do, mate.
You have a lot of questions, and they will get answered. You just have to trust us. We are on the same side.
And as he approaches the urn, he's gonna give Ahmet a very sorry kind of pat on the shoulder.
Does not register.
He knows. And as I get closer and closer to this urn, my rubber on, all this shit, do I hear anything other than the crackle of lightning?
No. No, you don't.
Okay, points back at Archie. Wish me luck. Oh, fuck, this is gonna hurt. And he goes to grab the handles.
Yeah, you reach out, you grab the handles, and you hear that distant roll of thunder. But there is no flash of lightning as you take it off the plinth.
Okay.
And after a few moments, the rain dissipates, and you are left in silence.
Can we go home, please?
Yes, I'd very much like that. Amit. Give your boy a proper burial.
He does not respond to you. He cradles his son, and his shoulders shake in silent sobs. He does not respond.
Be safe, my friend. He says in Turkish, and come on. Mission complete. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Fink, would you mind giving me a hand?
sure. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, he slings that little fucked up hand over your shoulder. My name is Archie, by the way.
Archie. All right. He's staring at the dead child, kind of still like numbly, and he hasn't moved yet.
I'll fill you in as we walk. Yeah,
what?
and
What?
because Archie will try to explain
Where
the
we
events
That's not
of everything.
That's not gonna go well. I don't even think he necessarily registers any of it, but he does start moving. It's a distracting sound that gets him to like tunnel vision and like focus on moving. I don't think any of the words are processed in his brain right now, but like it is a distraction that allows him to untether from the horror and just begin walking in the direction of the stranger.
Yeah, I think Holder is leading the way, keeping the urn a significant distance from the other two. Just in case, I'd rather be the only one fried. I don't know if Archie can take another one, but he will, like...
He can't.
Yeah.
That bro's on 1 HP right now. Just ignore the 3. He's not doing so hot.
Yeah, he'll kind of keep in a distance close enough to try to hear what's being said, and occasionally turn his head and chime back as they walk. None of them are happy. This is not a happy ending.
All right.
Archie's happy. As happy as he can be. Like there's a certain level of ow, this fucking hurts. But he thought he was gonna die. And this is like, this situation is bad, but it could be a whole lot worse. And Archie's very appreciative of that. Not today, mon chéri. Not today.
All right. You limp your
You're muted.
injured.
Yeah, you're muted.
Boss.
I am? Question?
Oh, no,
Oh,
no
I can hear
sound
you
is
now.
being picked up.
There
Yeah,
we
that was
are.
weird.
The
you
usual.
limp your way down the hill. And Broden T. Fink, as you help Archie head down, you pass by the detritus of battles that were fought before. In the temple itself, the dead child and also the dead soldiers one Turkish, one ANZAC. You pass by the group, the ruined field of boulders, where you see more dead, rotting, decaying soldiers. ANZAC, Turkish, French, the lot of them. And you go, and you descend. And Archie and Holder, your ship is still there, your little fishing boat. It's easy enough to get back on it and sail back up the river. And go home. Get back to the HMS Queen Elizabeth. Get back to Bell. Do we
Holder.
want to?
Don't tell them that he did this, please. He didn't realize it. Don't say anything.
Okay. What is that phrase you always say? C'est la vie?
C'est la vie.
Right. Shall we dole out some commendations, some decorations, and then report to Bell?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. All survivors draw one card.
Hello, mama!
Awesome.
More cards?
Cool, man. Sick.
I've got a curse.
No, come on, man. Come on. When will you know peace?
Archie
about
is my
to.
personal little punching bag, alright?
Hey, he's about to know peace.
He's my
over
little
in
French
America.
punching bag with a
I doubt
dumbass
that.
for a picture, and that is it. That is that.
Okay, card drawn. I feel great
Alright.
about that.
Yep.
If any arcane materials from the wizard's tents are brought back, everyone draws a card.
Sick.
Oh
Is
my
it-
god.
Oh, just total. Yeah, awesome. One card. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Fuck off. It's another high one.
Archie's luck is so bad, he's gonna leave NGH
I don't-
and go straight into a COC campaign.
I don't
I
think I,
was
can.
literally thinking about that.
I don't think I
Don't
can
do
draw
that,
any more
Tom.
cards.
7 is the limit.
Yeah, I have 7 now.
Oh my god, you're full, bud. What are you gonna do?
Full.
Advance!
I don't think I can. Hold on, let me double check.
I don't know, you could.
Well,
You have
depends on the-
face cards.
I do, but I don't have any many red cards.
We'll
let me-
talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
We'll talk about it. Alright. Yusuf was unfortunately sacrificed, so everyone must draw for corruption.
It's been a
That's
while since
just-
I've done that, so just
You draw one card. If it's a black, you take a point of corruption. If it's red, you're safe. Let me know what
And-
it was privately and then discard it.
gotcha.
And also, mark it on your sheet, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. What a fucking game. Huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
C'est la
my
vie,
goodness.
brother. C'est la vie, brother. C'est la vie.
It's fucking wild.
You know it's a good game if it's leaving us like this.
Just sitting here like, ugh.
We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done yet.
We're not finished at the moment, but
Holder, draw for corruption.
Huh?
Yeah, we all just draw.
Everyone.
Everyone draws for corruption.
I
Yusuf
did.
Oh, did you? I didn't. Okay.
I
didn't see you
messaged
mention
you
it.
over Discord.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
I use Zoom like
Okay.
a good player.
Alright.
I forgot to do the private thing on Zoom.
We're good.
Okay. All is well. And discard that card that you drew. So,
Got it.
solid.
the HMS Queen Elizabeth. A flagship. She is gorgeous. She is large. She's the largest ship that you have ever seen, Fink, even bigger than the ship that you remember coming into the continent on. And as you approach on the small fishing vessel, something hurts, but you're not quite sure What? Now. It is time, I believe, unless we are opposed, to return to a certain Captain Bell and debrief.
Yeah.
Gonna be one hell of a debrief.
It sure will.
Poor fucking DuPont's all bandaged up. Got a little eye patch now.
Yeah, DuPont's over in medical.
DuPont wants to be here to talk to him.
No, he can. Yeah, he can stand. He can talk. He can do shit.
Yeah, the bro's in a crutch, wrapped up hand, wrapped up fucking face. Like, it's worse for wear.
I like to
Really
think
bad.
along the way to Bell's like office, DuPont just kind of yoinked a wrapping of bandages off of out of the fucking medical area. Just started going.
There's probably triage people.
There's
on the
time
boat
to go to medical first.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you tried to do so, you'd probably get the look from a medical officer, and you don't ever want the medical officer to give you.
He's
the
not
look.
bold enough to do something like that.
Are there ANZAC soldiers on this boat?
Yes, there are.
I see, like Brown's like looking around, just like kind of confused all the different people, and like one, I mean, shot in the dark, but I mean, like I mean, there's a lot of ANZAC soldiers, but I think he even starts like scan their faces, like, do I recognize any of these people? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Probably a few here and there, but even ones that you don't recognize seem to, give you the nod or raise a hand in welcome or, clap you on the shoulder. Nice to see you back, mate. And they seem to clock you, and you see a lot of their eyes looking to the pin on your collar. This triangle enamel pin with an eye in it. Far more people recognize you than you recognize them.
I don't even think Broden says anything or responds anyway. He just like looks around. He is confused. He is still scared, but I think he just numbly is following anywhere that he's being led by these other two.
Yeah. It is a
Boulder
well
just
practiced.
carrying this urn the whole time.
Just the size of your fucking torso. Just
Yeah.
at this point you're part of the PIT and everyone knows it, so nobody questions you. So it's easy enough to go in through the
One guy gives him a weird look, and he just goes.
It's the route to Captain Bell's stateroom is well trod and well traveled by
Speak for yourself.
the two of you.
Oh, two of you.
Oh,
Let him
I didn't
finish.
forget
Let him
it.
cook.
Fair enough.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
and if you choose to walk in, you see, like, immediately as soon as the door opens, Bell stands, a full captain. He stands with just this look of absolute relief and just. I had some reports, but yes, Holder. He kind of like pauses and sort of like as though there's a glitch in his brain. Archie, Fink. I'm glad to see that you're all back. A report from what the French captain said. Did you find it? Whatever was going on in Gargara.
Just silently lifts urn slightly.
The lightning was being called down to this. It wasn't anyone casting it, it was this.
See.
Something about Zeus and Athena.
I see.
Boulder walks his way over and just plonks it down onto the desk.
Yeah, no, it like sort of almost towers. The desk sort of creaks a little bit, and just with this intense fascination, Bell kind of like runs a finger down the carvings and like peers at it. This will take some study, but yes, good. And it's sorted. No more lightning, no more weather, correct?
No. No more lightning. No more weather. We have a few
General.
more things to report.
Alright, General Hamilton will be pleased we can go ahead with things from what I've been told. But yes, more things to report. Go on, soldiers.
Firstly, Captain, do you have a cigarette?
I have. He sort of like pats his uniform, kind of withdraws. I have a pipe. Good enough?
That'll do.
Sure. By all means. Hands it
Like,
over.
Yeah, Holder is like, again, not as jokey self as Bell might have once remembered him and all that. He would already be associated with that at this point.
You
But
haven't
he's
been able to
also,
laugh for a few missions now, so I think we're good.
yeah, but he's also not buttoned up and straight. He's a soldier, but he's not. When it comes to this right now, he's taking it lax. He's taking it a bit. It's like, I'm doing some hellish things. Thank you for the pipe. And he lights it up.
Do you mind if I take a seat?
No, absolutely. And kind of think to you, this is. You've never seen a captain this considerate of your common private, but no, Belle's just sort of like.
I'm standing in a back corner, looking around,
Yeah.
fucking confused and not moving a damn muscle.
Like full stance. Like
No, not like, you know, like against the wall. He's just like he's like up against like the wall, just like as and like, you know, arms. Actually, not even arms crossed. I think just like fists by his side, not dukes up, but like clearly like on edge and just like
not
like
quite
back.
parade rest, but we're getting there.
I want every
Okay.
single one of these people in my line of sight at a given moment. I'm not sitting.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Bell absolutely. He sweeps some clothing, some papers, some books, some manuscripts off of his bed and just offers a hand to let you kind of like ease down onto it. You have been seen by medical, yes, Archie?
I have, yes.
Okay, good.
Poor
Glad
kid's
to
so
see
fucked
you.
up.
I'm glad to see you again. And you as well. I'm glad to see all of you. And he looks up to Fink. You know, I'm glad to see you as well. And just, it is relief. Now, Jonathan, Holder, Private Holder, you said that you had more to report, yes?
Aye. So, I believe this would be in your records by this point, but the ones doing whatever they were doing were the followers, the servants of the master.
Yes, we've been making some headway on interpretations concerning the rubbings that you brought back of the inscriptions on the cave, as well as the bizarre daggers. But yes, we're getting into the weeds concerning the translations, and that is useful. Thank you. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish our full interpretations and get more actionable intelligence on that soon. Good
My
to know.
assumption is that they focus in on anything Greek.
Okay.
A friend over here, and he kind of passes a glance over to Fink, and then back at Bell with a very, very serious look. Has suffered a bit of shell shock.
You're not going to clock me again, are you, Fink?
He does
His face
not
just kind of
remember.
falls. Oh. I see. In that case,
What?
straightens up. My apologies for being so familiar, then.
What what day is it?
Looks at Bell.
Bell sort of looks, checks his pocket watch. It is the 12th of July, 1915.
15?
15.
No,
Yes, Private Fink.
No, it isn't.
The last thing he remembers is that he was in Cairo.
It's July 10th, 1914.
He does not remember the last year. It's gone.
All right.
What is happening? Why am I in Turkey? What is going on? What is all this talk about Zeus with the mythology bullshit. Who are you? What? Where am I?
Fink.
How do you know me? What?
I'm your commanding officer. Alright? Please breathe. You've suffered some extreme shell shock. Are you familiar with what shell shock is?
I've heard of it. Who's that?
Yes.
They talked about it at basic.
Severe trauma. Everyone responds differently. That does not mean you are any less of a man or a soldier than you were, but things happen. It seems that you're no longer aware of this, but it is all right. If I may be so bold to assure you, you are among friends and people who care about you a great deal. At this point, you are safe. You're not going anywhere. All right? We'll explain, and the other two will have plenty of time to explain particular specifics. You are a member of my squad. He sort of taps on his little triangle pin and sort of like gestures to yours. A special operations unit. Alright? So if there are any things that are strange or
Where are my
peculiar-
quarters? Where are my quarters on the ship?
Yeah, Bell kind of blinks and looks to
I assume-
Holder and Archie. You guys know, right? You guys know.
I know where it is.
I assume that if what you're saying is true, then I have quarters on the ship. I have belongings. I have
Yes.
letters that I have
Yes.
received.
You do.
Yes, journals, letters, I'm sure. It's all there, and you two can lead him there, correct?
Holder, like his eyes kind of go a little wider, and he kind of perks up a little bit at the mention of journals, and he points at Fink. Check your pockets.
Oh no, I already that's already been handed in. It was factored in the mission. I would have
That was
given
already
the,
handed
the notebook from the wizard's tent would have been handed over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You probably would have asked him to take it out of his coat earlier. So yeah, it's our
Which makes
Bell
sense.
already.
Yeah,
has
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's right. That's right. You have the journal.
Okay. I will. How about Perfect Fink? Take as much time as you need. From now, you are on, we'll say, abbreviated medical leave. If anyone tries to give you orders that do not come from me, you or you two, let me know. We can get it sorted out. You two lead Fink to his quarters. Make sure he is comfortable and safe. Nothing is happening on the HMS Queen Elizabeth. And as for everything you have brought back, he sort of flips through the journal. This will be good headway into deciphering the plans of the enemy. Now, I believe we should all take some time to figure out what happened to get, looks at Archie, well. And I will call for you if you are needed. Are there any any objections?
Sir, no, sir.
No, sir.
Right, where are my manners? I am Captain Donovan Bell. So, you know where I am now? Should anything happen, let me know. You three are my responsibility. Now, you are dismissed. And, well, at the very least, Churchill will be happy about us getting something out of this entire debacle. Although I hear he's going to be fired soon. And he busies himself with the artifacts you brought back and the urn. Archie, he will help you to the door if you will take his arm. That is
He'll
that.
take it.
Yeah. You are free to do whatever you will at your leisure.
Thank you. Archie grabs his crutches. He's gonna make his way to lead Fink to the quarters.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, the Holder's gonna put the pipe back down on the desk. Try to stand it up so it's not spilling ash on his desk.
Yeah.
And follow along suit.
All right.
Oh, we're going now? Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know what his quarters are like. I don't know what the quarters of a soldier would be. I don't know. Maybe Atlas, you can inform me about that?
On a large battleship like this, unless you're an officer, you would probably be in some sort of like more communal type barrack situations. You'd have a bunk and like an area where you could keep your personal belongings
Yeah.
and effects.
I think, yeah, he just will find that. And like he'll need to be pointed specifically to which one, but he'll open up his trunk and begin looking through his personal belongings and all that.
Yeah, and you know there might be a lock on the trunk, but your fingers find the way to what the combination is, even if you don't remember it. It's familiar and an itchy sort of way. So, I think with that, perhaps we shall leave our units to their recovery, shall we?
Is Archie able to go home, or is he able to get dispatched to leave?
Yeah, I would say you speak to Bell. You ask to be into it. You ask for a transfer to be put in, and he, without any hesitation, agrees, sends it off on his recommendation and the PIT's recommendation. But before you go, he does ask, "Do you know of anyone who can be trusted with this?" And he taps that insignia.
I could write a couple of letters. I could see. I am thinking of going to the U.S. to visit a family friend. A couple of nationalist fellas over there. They might be able to help.
All right, Archie. And Bell sort of like puts a hand on his shoulder and just sort of like just very very gently and kind of like, be well.
There's a very gentle smile from Archie. He struggles with it, but he, stands, gives a salute, takes his crutches, and he will walk out the door.
Yeah. Bell salutes you and leaves you to your future. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this ride, and we'll come back to see exactly what goes on in the future at another time. We all have a lot to think about, don't we? All right. Thank you so much.